Punchline. She's out here doing stuff. Time of recording. She's got a mini series. She's getting kicked in the face in Dark Crisis. Kicked by Stephanie Brown, aka Batgirl, aka Spoiler. I post in the community tab and some of you loved that. I still don't know why Lex invited her onto the Legion of Doom, except that they wanted to draw her there, but she's there. And I say that as someone who likes her. And DC really seems to like her too. I've been charting her evolution just because it's fascinating to see exactly where she's going. And she's definitely leveled up in terms of hoping that she'll stick around. I found evidence of this. It was sent to me by a viewer. Thank you for sending me things, by the way. I always appreciate it. I'm not always in the know, especially not in other branches of the hobby that I'm not as in-depth involved in. I'm Sasha, this is Casually Comics, and Punchline is getting a statue. Yes, a full-on carved statue from Prime 1 Studios. It's a proper one, not a little one either, not some 1/8 thing. This is a 1/3 scale one. It's even gonna slot in with another statue of the Joker. They're gonna be companion pieces if you wanna get the whole set. This is fascinating to me. Tell me what you think, but to me, this is a big level up because this is very much in the collector sphere of things. So there's the idea that people will want this. Now they did announce this a while back, time of recording. It just flew under my radar. But now it's up for pre-orders, so it kind of came around again. But it still stands out to me as a bold play. I have not seen this level of statue for some of the other characters who have shown up. It's not like there's a Clown Hunter or a Miracle Molly, not even a John Kent. He got a McFarlane toy, but so far no Prime 1 statue. This is a part of the fandom that I watch on from afar for several reasons. One, if I open that door, I don't know if I'll be able to close it because I do enjoy just looking at the statues. They bring me joy just staring at them. I have a few, not too many. If you've been here a while, you've of course seen Galactus from HeroClix, Eater of Planets, now thanks to Dan Slott, reader of books. He has another head, but I usually keep this one on him. I just feel he looks more menacing with his helmet on. I also have this little Harley that I actually found at a thrift store, but alas, she is broken, but that's okay. It won't take a lot to fix her. She just needs not even glue. She needs a little rivet put in her and then glued, and then she'll be perfect, but I like her. Stand up, at attention beside Elle. But when I heard this, I had to go check it out and take a look at it, and it's going all out. We're talking standard version and deluxe. The deluxe one comes with multiple heads. It's all based on Jorge Menez's concept art, which makes sense. He is one of her co-creators, and it is lovingly sculpted. They definitely went into the asset area and paid a lot of attention. In terms of it being very dynamic, it's not the most, it's much more of a pinup, and so you just get the different facial expressions. She's not doing anything crazy. It's not a huge action pose or anything like that. She's more standing there. You're getting it for if you enjoy Punchline or if you feel that's going to have collector value. I know there's a lot of trading that happens in this world. Again, it's not a world that I am fully involved in. I like to look at it and go, wow, those are beautiful. I have no room for them in my house. And the other thing is, they're expensive. The baseline Punchline is $12.99 USD and the deluxe is $14.99 USD. And I looked and I was tempted, and right there they have little installments. They're like, you could pay it off in installments. I'm like, how dare you? This is my temptation in the desert. Paying off an unnecessary Punchline statue in installments. As always with Prime 1 Studios, they go just insane with the amount of pictures that they put on there. So you can get really close up with the details, and I did. I went and I stared at it. They have all the little rips that she has in her under camisole shirt, including the strategic chest rip. The face looks really good. It's just a good looking statue. There's not too much variation in the faces, but what is there is really well crafted, at least to me. I really like this statue. If I were to get this, I have to say I'd be a person who'd spring for the bonus deluxe for the extra heads. I love the really big Joker grin head. There's an interesting little detail when you compare her statue to the Joker statue, and that's that she's got a Harley plush on her statue and he has a Batman plush. I'm not sure if that's supposed to signify anything, like if that's supposed to be that those are their arches that they're going up against, or if it's just so you can have the cute plushes of characters people associate with these two on their stands so that their stands can be full of stuff. Because really, Punchline doesn't have too much that you can throw on as of yet in terms of accessories, so you need things to kind of distinguish that it's her base and not just some random base. I don't know, am I wrong in feeling like this is a huge level up? Like this is a big, yes, we are keeping her around? Am I jumping the gun on that? I don't know, it really feels like they're really trying. The whole write-up has the whole, she's the anti-Harley and all of that. Actually, let me pull it up up for you. Billed as the anti-Harley Quinn, Punchline has captivated the hearts and imaginations of Batman comic fans everywhere. Punchline is as beautiful as she is every bit lethal. Why did you put every bit? Why couldn't you just put as she is lethal? She plays, but she doesn't play. Oh God. As the Batman, his colleagues eventually find out. That description hurt me. As always, these are limited edition. The bonus is 1 in 500, and with it you get a hand-signed art print by Jorge Jimenez, so there's that. You need to get all the value in there because you are paying a lot. I want to know, what sides of fandom do you dabble in? Because people tend to say fans and fandom as if it's a monolith and as if it isn't very stratified and there aren't different ways that you can enjoy a hobby. Like, there are some people who buy comics to read them. There are some who buy them purely to collect them. There are some who buy all the adjacent tie-in merch. There are some who go hard into the statue game, the toy game. There are some who go hard into all the behind the scenes. I know for some, just hearing that price tag will make this sound like the most outlandish, frivolous, you don't need it purchase, but for others it's something that's very worth it to them. Want to know where you stand on that? Do you collect them? For me, this is the Tomoe statue all over again. I just keep going and looking at the page and talking myself out of it. Like, you don't need this. Stop it. You know you'll have more fun buying omnibuses and reading them, even though it would be nice to have a Punchline to stare at. I did a Punchline look for this. Got the eyes all Punchline-y, even though normally for her it's green, but I felt purple also worked. I wore an evil clown shirt, not the Joker. I normally wear the Joker shirt in these vids, so I decided to change it up with Art the Clown. I've got an Art the Clown shirt now. You guys see art on my shirt. I wish I could show you the whole thing, but it's a little cramped and awkward up here, so I can't. Just know that great selfie scene is on here.
Hello. Okay, I'm gonna take that as a yes.
It felt very apropos for a Punchline vid. Just to be wearing a shirt of a horrifying character. Because remember in the first time when we got Punchline's little backup story, she was wearing a Joker shirt that she'd made herself. There is so much debate about whether Punchline is here to stay or not. Do you feel that this confirms anything for her staying power? Or is this just a blip? She's popular right now, so we're capitalizing on it as much as we can. Is this something you're getting? Is this something that you would want? I don't know why, but for some reason I started holding Galactus's hand down here. It's very strange. I need to put him back on his spot. I can say for me personally, if I had extra money to throw around, this is something I would invest in. I can see myself keeping it and enjoying it and looking at, because I do have such a fondness and affinity for the character. But I also think that it would be the gateway to more and more statues. So best keep that door closed. She's pretty though. I'll keep looking at her till it's not available anymore, and then I'll stop. And maybe years later, I'll find her on eBay.
Stop it. Get some help.
This may seem random, but I just wanted to fill you in because I have an entire Punchline playlist just trying to keep up with the various Punchline things that are happening, and this is one of them. And now you know. And now you can tell me exactly how you feel about it. Please do that. Let me know down below. I've also just been enjoying doing these more casual chit-chat, kind of catch-up things. It's fun. I hope that you're enjoying them too. I'm Sasha, this is Casually Comics, and please do all the YouTube things. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Of course, feel free to hit me up with random things that you discover. I enjoy hearing them. I may not have heard of them, and if I have, I don't mind hearing about them again. You're still not on that Punchline train, just make it stop. Thanks so much for taking some time of your day spent discussing comics with me. I always appreciate it. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.